Hotel tier list. I have not done a tier list video, so like ever. So yeah, if you enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't expect this video will get many views, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. Doing what ifs is quite entertaining and stuff, but honestly I'm starting to run low on ideas, so I figured that maybe doing a tier list video will let you see my insight on the channel and let you see what characters I like and what characters I don't like. Maybe that could entertain you, and maybe you could have an appreciation for what I upload. Also, upload your own tier list in the comments, and please keep it simple. Now, with all that being said, let's get to the tier list, baby. Now, first on the list is Valentino, and this might make people mad because I know people absolutely hate and despise Valentino more than anything. But in my honest opinion, I like him as a character. I think he's a good written villain, but there's not really much to go about him. So I'm going to put him in B tier because he's a good villain, well written, but I think he needs more character moments to define him. But that song and that moment where Angel was in his workplace did do a lot of good. Now Charlie. Charlie's the main character. She's like a Disney princess, but she's in hell, so that's very unique. So I'm going to put her in A tier. I think she's great. Now Vaggie, I'm going to put her in B tier because she's a great character and I love her, but I think she needs more character development. I love the episode where she argued with Charlie and stuff, and it showed character growth, but I don't think it was enough. Now, Angel, I absolutely love Angel. He is one of my favorite characters. His song really got me going, and he has such a great character arc with Husk, and just everything about his life is sad, and it's just so realistic about people who are taken advantage of in those situations. Really, I think Angel is a great character, and Angel definitely 100% deserves to be an S tier. That's right. I'm putting Angel in the highest tier. If you're mad about it, let me know in the comments. I don't care. Now is Nifty. This might make me mad, but honestly, I'll put her in C tier because she has barely any moments in the show. Every time she's on there, she's funny, but it's not really a lot of character growth. So there's not really much to go on. So I put her in C tier. Now is Lucifer. Lucifer is my favorite character. I had like my Discord profile as Lucifer for like 3 months straight one time because I absolutely adore Lucifer. Lucifer is like one of my favorite characters. I think he's greatly written. He reminds me of a great dad, and he's just so single time he's on the show, it's a banger. So I'm definitely putting him in S tier. Now the next person is Velvet, and Velvet had a cool song, but other than that, she didn't really have much to do in the show. Now I feel like that's gonna change in season 2, but for right now, I'll put her in B tier. No, I don't know. Anyway, let me go to Cherry Bomb, and this might make a lot of people upset. But other than that song she did with Angel, the addiction song, she really didn't have a lot of moments. She helped him out when he was at the club, but that's really about it. And even though she was funny when she was on screen, she was barely on screen at all. So I'm going to have to put her in C tier. Now, here comes this guy. No, I'm not going to say his name because no one remembers his name. So I'm going to put him in F tier. I don't think anyone can disagree with that because look at him. Anyway, next is Sir Pentious, and a lot of people have Sir Pentious as their favorite character, which I don't really blame them. He's a silly, goofy guy who somehow gets redeemed, and that's hilarious. Even though his sacrifice is in vain, it turns out it's not in vain. But yeah, I'm going to have to put him in B tier. He's not good enough to be A in my opinion, but he definitely has enough character moments to be considered B. And I'll put Velvet back down to C because we don't really know much about her. Now time for Husk, and Husk, I'm going to put him in B tier. Because he had a good character moment with Angel, and he really showed his story when he was there, and I really feel like I know him as a character. And he's a pretty good character. I give him average. Now, it's time for Alistair. And Alistair, I feel like there's so many fan songs about him. There's so much mystery around him. And during that show, he was really fantastic. And the twist that someone else owns his soul was a great twist. And I feel like Alistair has shown enough for me to know him as a character. So he's not going to be C or F tier. Can you imagine I put him in F tier? Everyone in the comments would flip out. Anyway, I think I'm going to put him in A tier. Yep, next to Charlie. A tier. Alistair and Charlie next to each other. Don't get any idea, shippers. Anyway, I'm going to put Vox in B because, well, Vox is really, really cool. And I loved his little controversial rival with Alistair. And let me put... Adam was a super great villain. So I think I'm going to put him up with... B or A? I guess I'll give him A. I'll give him A tier because of how good of a villain he was, how much we know his character. Now, we barely even know her. She showed up for one episode and she just interrupted the song. That's it. So Mimsy, I'm gonna put her in F tier. I don't think there's a lot of Mimsy fans. By the way, I also have a tier called New, And that tier is for characters that I literally know nothing about. I don't have an opinion on. Like this girl. She literally only had 2 lines in the entire show. And no, I'm not going to look up her name because she had 2 lines. So until I see more of her, I'm going to put her in new tier. Same with Gestio. He had like a few lines, but he was only in there for 1 episode and he was barely in it. So I don't know enough of him to really rate him. So I'm going to put him in the new tier. Next comes Camilla Carmine, which I have a lot in my what ifs, so you probably know I like her as a character. Even though she wasn't in there much, when she was there, she definitely made her presence known, since she had not 1, but 2 songs in the series, and she was the one to wipe out an angel. So she's a very important character. So for that reason, I'm going to have to say, I'm going to put her in B tier. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now comes Emily. She doesn't really have much of a character. She's basically just the angel copy of Charlie. So because of that, I'm just going to put her in C tier. I know that might make a lot of people mad, but if you're mad, come at me, bro. I don't really care. Next comes Sarah. And Sarah, I'm going to have to put her in, let's see. Sarah's kind of annoying at times, but she played her role, and I do like her a bit. I'm going to put her next to Emily. Now this, she wasn't really in there much, but I love Rosie. So it's kind of between B and C. I'm going to put her in B because she definitely made a good enough impression to be in B, I think. Now comes Lady Killjoy, who definitely made an interesting impression on the viewer. I don't really know. Here, I'm going to put Tom on F tier because who likes Tom? Let's be for real. I'm going to put her in C tier because she doesn't really show up that much. Angel's sister, I'm going to put her in new because we've literally never seen her talk. I don't know why she's on this list. So, yeah. And I'm going to do the same thing with Charlie's mother, Lilith, because Lilith didn't have any lines in the show. We just watched her bathe in the sun. So I know literally nothing about her. So I'm going to put her in new. That basically means I don't know anything about them. Next, I'm going to have to judge Lute. And this was a hard one because I really like Lute as a character, but I feel like she needs more character development. Besides, she hates angels. We don't really know much about her. She was kind of Adam's yes man. That's why I hope Adam's gone for good because she can get a good character. So for that, I'm going to have to, I think, B. Because she's still a good character. She has a lot of good moments. Now here comes the Egg Boys. People absolutely love or hate him. He's like the Minions. Let's see. They don't have a lot of lines. I guess I'll put him in C. And yep, that's my tier list. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You can yell at me, say I'm a dummy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I am a dummy. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, maybe. But yeah, that's just my tier list. Of course, this is based on opinion and based on how much a character stick out to me. How I did this tier list was, how much do I like them? How much do they stick out to me? And how much do I know them as a character? How much can I say, hey, I like that character, or hey, I hate that character, or hey, I know why the character does that. That's what I judge this tier list on 3 characteristics. How much I like them, how much I know them, and how well written the character was. And by those 3 characteristics, I basically judged all those characters. And that's the same reason I gave, you know, even though I like Cherry Bomb, a low rating, because I don't really know her that much. She didn't really stand out. She did well on Did I Like Her, but the other 2, it's kind of iffy. Now, a lot of these characters will go up or down depending on what happens in Season 2. In Season 2, I'll judge all the new characters, and I'll put the old characters in new tier lists, because I have a feeling Lute might go to A tier, because I have a feeling her character will be really fleshed out. And I have a feeling that Valentino might go to A tier, because I think Valentino has a lot of, you know, potential. So anyway, what do you think? Who on this tier list do you disagree with, and who do you agree with? Basically, if you had to make a tier list on your own, who would be S tier? Because I only put 2 in S tier, because S tier, in my opinion, is the best tier. So I only try to put 1 or 2 characters up there, because that's the best tier you can get, and I want it to be special. You know what I mean? And the tier list, they have to be special. They have to stand out. They just have to be there. You know, it's just how the world goes. But yeah, let me know if you disagree with this. Let me know if you have your own opinions in the comments below. I would love to share them with you. I also would like to know that, well, I'd also want to tell you that I want to do more tier list videos in the future. But I have no idea how well this is going to do. If this doesn't do well at all, then I'm not going to upload any more tier lists. But if this does pretty good, then I'll upload another one. So this is all up to you, because I don't know if YouTube will recommend it. Probably not. If you're watching this video, like, comment, and share. Share with all your friends. Let them know I made this video. Let them know that it exists. And just, yeah. And I have no idea what the thumbnail is going to be. Maybe Charlie with the tier list in the back. I don't know. Usually I do like a town or something, but the thumbnail for this, it's going to be quite iffy. But hey, no matter what I pick, I love you all, and thank you so much for tuning in on me. Thank you so much for watching me. You mean the world to me. You are the best audience I could ever ask for. Peace out.